In this video we are trying to covering a unit third of our technical communication. So technical communication is a subject and unit third is divided into a two parts, writing skill and speaking skill. So this is the series of one short video that based on technical communication. So in this series we are just seeing what is the whole syllabus and what is the meaning of every word very deeply. Now if you have an understanding what is the meaning of word, so you can write easily lot of pages in your exam very quickly and perfectly. So now just we are seeing that there is a whole syllabus about this video. Now writing skill and speaking skills, so we cover all the topics, every topics very basically. So the language skills, so there are four language skills like listening, writing skills, reading skills and speaking skills. So the listening skills and reading skills are become perfect to be a practice. When you practice, the two skills are automatically become perfect. But writing skills and speaking skills, there is some skills like there is some rule about this skills. That's why we need to understand what is the rule, how to write something, how to speaks. So that's why these two units are presented in RGPV syllabus, because these skills are important as per your interview and exam preparation. So we start learning. So what is the meaning of traits? The first thing is we learn in this traits of technical writing. Traits means होते हैं लक्षण. Traits, its meaning of lakshan. So characteristic of effective technical content. What are the characteristics of technical writing? First, KISS. What is the full form of KISS? Keep it short and simple. In technical writing, you don't write so many things. You just write what important for. You just write it. Relevant, provide a specific information. That's I'm trying to say you. Well structured means no many other symbols. Use symbols, and every topic is very structurally in technical content. And use headings, list, hyperlinks more. Well and accurate means ensure information is precise and correct. So the main thing about the technical writing is this, ki your writing is must be perfect. As the you writing something and you writing something in your office. So the technical writing, the writing must be precise, must be concise and relevant and well structured. So there are the characteristics about the technical writing. So the second slide we are reading about the principle of business letter writing. So reader benefits, be polite at all time, avoid unnecessary detail, use the concrete word and pay attention to visual appeal. So there are the things we are need to understand about when we write a business letter, because when we write a business matter, it's based on the business. So businessmen are very busy, so that's why we just write a emphasize reader benefits and polite at all time. So I hope you understand how to write a business letter. What are the main characteristics of business letter, principles of business letter? The exam questions is principle of business letter, so you are just writing a this. Not only this, you write something wide and giving some example also. So I hope you understand what is the writing letter principles. So this topic just forget it, because we use styles of writing with the help of this example. Now there are four types of writing: narrative writing, descriptive writing, persuasive writing, expository writing. So what is the meaning of narrative writing? Narrative writing, the purpose tells a story or recount event. It means that if you write a poem, so in the poem the one thing is recount every time. Means मछली जल की रानी है, जीवन उसका पानी है, is like that. So narrative writing, the example is very poem. And what is the descriptive writing? Descriptive writing purpose of vivid picture using a sensory details. Means if you think in we are in exam classes, there is a one chapter that so many characters are here. So in the characters, we teachers stand up, every student give the character name and they are perform a role to each other. So when they are performing the role to each other, to the other student imagining they are the this character, they are the this character. So with the help of this type of writing, our purpose to create an image about the details in the mind of the person. So what is the meaning of persuasive writing? So this is the most usually writing style in our current world, because the purpose of this, he convince a reader to adopt a particular point of view to take a specific action. Means if you see any ad, and when you are going somewhere, like if you go to purchase something like bike and car, so there is a one summary book about this car. So the car is summary books is written on this persuasive writing, because the motive of this writing, you take a action. Means with the help of this writing, they help to you take a action specific time. So I hope you understand what is the meaning of persuasive writing. And the last writing, information explain and describe the topics. Like mean, I am explain you in this expository writing style. I just display some information in explanation way to you. So just subscribe the channel if you like it. Writing memos. What is the meaning of writing memos? Writing memos means gyapan. Memo is also called memorandums. Means when you are a company, so every day is a new rule and new information. So the new information is display with the help of gyapan. So there is a one structural way, and you learn it. I just explain you what is the meaning of words. You need to learn by yourself very deeply. So writing memos is a short memorandum is a common form of internal communication in a business or organization. That I say कि memos are typically used to convey information, make announcement, provide updates or records. So when you are a company, so every day is a new updates with the help of memos, memorandums. They update you very easily. So letter. So a written message that can be handwritten or printed on a paper. The meaning of this word is this, but for letters are two type. What are the two types? Letter are so many types like business letter, but normally are two types we understand very neatly. So formal letter and informal letter. So what is the formal letter? Formal letter is written to a specific and good person, means your principals and your any organization. And informal letter is we written for our colleagues and our friends like dear Mohan. I hope you will. So I hope you understand what are the meaning of two form of these letters: formal letter and informal letter. The next slide is explaining you what is a report. So a report is more highly structured form of writing than uneasy and designed. So it is read quickly and accurately. Means when you I give you a best example about the report. A report, the best example is our mark sheet या फिर our character report. So in this we focus on the now look. A report is more highly structured, means is a highly structured from writing than easy. So it is designed so that is can be read quickly, means when you see your report marks it, so you read quickly ki what are where is my marks. So I hope you understand ki what is the meaning of reports. Reports are the way to give the information very quickly, है ना, or more highly structured. Characteristics. What are the characteristics? Present data, methodology, results, and clear and organized manners. Often character graph, technical language. Types of technical reports: research report and progress report. So research report and progress report you have to submit every time when you are work in a company, because when you research something, so you create your research, and progress report is company provided you ki how much your progress in a week, in a day, in a month. So I hope you understand. The reports will look like this. Now in reports we include some figures, some tables, a mixtures of text. There is a look like of reports. So reports is look like this. You need to understand this because this technical reports is important as for your job, not only a exam, as for your job, because when you are doing job somebody, so you need to submit the reports of your work. The next topic is speaking skill. So first part is cover and we are in a second part. So speaking skill means audience awareness. So what is the meaning of audience awareness and why this is become a first skill when you need to a speaking skill? Because if you continue this video at this time, it means I have a skill of audience awareness. I know we how do I convey to watch this video perfectly, because it's important for you. So what is audience awareness? Audience awareness means knowing your audience. I know ki you are here because you need this type of subject in a short time. I know very well. So it means who are you trying to convince and how to convince them. So I also know ki you need to pass this exam and gain a high marks. So this video is helpful for you because you understand what is the meaning of word. So you write a very last type of topics. So this type of things I know. What is the voice? So voice is the most critical component of any communication system because it create a personal connection between you and people. So I hope you understand why the voice is important, because when I teach you in a polite, in a kindly voice, so I hope you love it. But when I hesitating, when I create some loud sign, so you don't like it, you just skip my video and go on another video. So I always use a polite voice. Vocabularies means a set of words. It's a vocabulary. And paralanguage, so a stock of words is used in a language, like part of paralanguage like voice quality, voice characteristics, voice qualifiers. So this topic is not important because it's just a topic, not any type of physical skill. So you just read it as per your exam importance. Second, group discussion means GD. GD, what is GD? In my last video, I also explained what is GD. So GD is nothing. GD full form is group discussion, in which the so many pupils are discussed on a specific topic. Look in the image, there are so many people, they creative, they discuss about the idea, discuss about the design and think about the things. So this is called a GD. The information is GD is this, definition of GD is this. Now come back, think nervousness. Now this is the most important skill, because when you speech in front of so many people, like 1 to 1000 people, so nervousness is a very common thing, because focus on the message, how to combating means how to remove nervousness in our body. So focus on the message, not yourself, don't look at yourself, focus on the message. And nervousness, take a long breath is also a method. You just write, you just know, google how to combating nervousness, so you just see the 5 to 6 topic and read it very carefully. Speaking to 1 and 1000. So how to speak 1 and 1000? It's a motivational quote. So practice a lot, engage with your audience, pay attention to your body language, like not nervous in front of so many pupils, and think positively. And the all skills, speaking 1 and speaking 1000, the all skills are public speaking skills. So don't afraid ki you are front of 1000 to 1 to 1000, all are public speaking. The last topic is mock presentation. Mock presentation, nothing. Mock means practice. So a mock presentation is a practice exercise in which a person develops and gives a presentation for a theoretical audience in order to practice presenting. So mock presentation, nothing. Is just a practice. It's just a way of practice to something. Like in this image, you see this man is practicing practicing their presentation in front of their team. So it's just a presentation. Mock means a practice, mock means practice. So thank you guys. If you like this video, please share with your friends, and also comment down, put the comment if you need any specific topic details. And I request to everyone, please revise all the things, because these things are very typically to understand me, and I also practice 2 to 3 times, then I shoot this video for you. So just practice a lot and everything become good. Thank you, मिलते हैं next video में.